Let me try to see if I can analyze this gold trade, because today is another day, another week, another Monday. So real quick, let's just try to understand based on probably last week time frame, and try to understand what gold might have in store for us this week. Right now, all I see that gold has been on an uptrend like crazy, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and of course higher high. All this is an impulse, but then remember, inside these, that is on the lower time frame, these are just higher high, smaller ones, higher low, higher high, higher high, something like that, right? Now let's just try to concentrate on on the main or the current market price. Right now, let's mark this level right here, because that is where we had the last higher low of the week. Now if you go to the daily, you see we should adjust this to have it right there. I know those who trade order blocks know what I'm talking about. And of course, this is a flip zone right here. Now I hope that makes sense, right? So we also need to cater for this level right here as our last high. So as usual, if we maybe have a trend passing from the last two, 1, 2 right there, I hope that makes sense. Now let's just hit the H4. Just simple analysis. I don't want to complicate anything over here. Let's have this right there. So I hope now you see it's making sense, guys. Not confused. We just have it right there. So first touch, second touch, and of course we anticipate gold might give us a third touch right here. And of course we still anticipate this level. Let me just extend this. Sometimes she might just do this, hit this level right there. Then that's when we see probably gold continuing its uptrend, right? So let's try to understand this current price, what the market is doing around that level, right? Now one thing I think I should understand is this might be something like a continuation pattern, who knows. So if we hit the H1, we should try to adjust this. Makes sense. Let me see if I flip this join. Makes sense, baby. Okay, correct. Now remember, last week gold wanted to give us something like a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So we anticipated maybe if she broke, maybe she could have continued dropping, right? But then it never broke. Instead, we see gold did this, right shoulder, then came back, and now this is what the market is trying to do, right? So let me hit the 15. So this is what we have. Now there's also this gap right here, and I kind of see that the market somehow has already gone back and filled that gap right there. So let me just try to adjust this right there and have it right there. Now it does not mean that gold might drop and go back to test this level. You never know. Gold is crazy because it's still on an uptrend. It might hit this level and continue playing around this, giving new trend until it hits this level right there. That's when probably she might drop, or even she might just continue going up, breaks, and continue going up. But if it respects this level, that will be a confirmed double top. I hope you guys can see that, right? So now let's just concentrate on what we see currently. So let me hit the 5. Now the 5, we are still inside this trend. So of course this is a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So there's that possibility, like I said before, that gold has to go back to retest this level right there. It's not bad, 8 pips, not bad, because like we said before, there's this level right there. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So if someone wants to look for sale position, probably a scalp, that is, you guys know your property, bearish property. Just look for bearish property and see whether you might look for maybe short position. Add your confluence and see whether you can have your position right there. Now there's also another scenario. Let's take it back to maybe H1 right here. Let's remove this right there. So like we say, gold might hit this support. So once it hit this support, we're just going to see how it's going to react around this level. If we see gold trying to give us maybe bullish property, we will look for other buying position, maybe targeting this trend line once again, right? But then if she breaks once again, we will be looking for bearish properties and until we see maybe gold touching this zone right there. I hope that makes sense, right? So maybe let me see if I can get another one. Let's talk about Nas100, Nasdaq. Let's start the daily time frame. Okay, now there's something. This was analysis that I did make last week, and of course this is my anticipation, right? We see that NAS has been giving us this kind of a contraction channel, trying to approach this level. So if we see maybe NAS doing this, breaking, then this will be a good confirmed double top, and of course the target should be this level, right? So let's just analyze this more based on the daily. Now there's that possibility. We've seen that NAS has gone to maybe test this level right there. So if I hit the H4, right, let me do this. So of course we had this as the last level right there. So now I don't see any interesting thing about this. So probably, let me see, 15. Nothing interesting either way. I'm not seeing anything interesting. Hold up, wait a minute. But I don't want to analyze this joint right here. It's not looking clean. But either way, it makes sense. If we get maybe an impulse phase and a correction or a retest, then that will be a good one once you look for your bearish property right there. Because I think looking for buys on NAS right now is no for me. It's no for me because, like I said before, I think she has a potential of dropping unless NAS goes up, breaks out of this high that we anticipate to be a double top, then comes back for a retest. Then that will be now a good confirmation for buy. But for now, I think it's looking good for sales, not buys, right? Yeah, so let me see. I think that's all, guys. So let's just see how this anticipation gonna play out. And if you get your bullish properties, go in for buys. If you see price giving you bearish properties, go in for selling properties, go in for sales. So check out my Telegram link in the description box below. So until next time, amigos, peace.